cool. It's one of the great records.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello. I'm here with Aaron Schembri.
You got it.
Hey, cool. How are you, buddy?
Good, mate.
Thanks for coming in.
No worries. Nice to be back here.
Yes, we've seen you a few times over the years, and always happy. Panda, as you can see, is always thrilled when you're...
She loves
Panda.
it. He? She?
She. Yeah, senior sales executive. Hey, man, so what's going on? You are, is there anyone you're not playing for at the moment?
No. Willie Nelson. Actually, in saying that, I went to see Willie Nelson's son last night at the corner.
Wow.
And he was just...
What's his name?
Lucas Nelson.
Okay.
His t-shirt on.
Yeah, all right. One of my students just sent me a message about they can't come in on Saturday, and they went to the Lucas Nelson gig last night and said it was great. And I'm like, Lucas Nelson? Who is that? Sounds familiar.
It's the closest thing I'll get to seeing Willie Nelson live.
Right.
Because I'm a massive Willie Nelson fan.
Is he doing Willie songs?
No, he's doing his own stuff.
Okay.
So he does like reggae and blues, Stevie Ray Vaughan sort of stuff.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's great.
Great player?
Great
Singer
player. He had a Les Paul Junior.
Wow.
An old, it might have been late 50s, I think. I don't know. Probably, not sure, but it was
the real McCoy.
Yeah, and he can play.
A lot of people?
Packed.
Wow. There you go.
Packed, yeah.
I gotta get out more. I am.
Get onto his albums.
How many albums has he got?
2 or 3. I think there's only 2 or 3.
Okay.
But he played in Willie's band for
years
since he was a young bloke.
Wow. I love that old Martin that Willie Nelson has. I think it's a Martin.
Yeah,
and
I think
it's
so.
Super old. It's got like a hole in it.
Yeah.
And,
there's a good doco I saw on that.
Oh, right.
And he has one guy that goes on tour with him just to fix that hole. Like if it goes... Can I swear?
Yeah, you can say whatever you want.
If it goes to shit,
yeah,
they fix it on the spot.
All right.
Yeah.
That's cool.
One guy he carries with him.
Yeah, that's what you can do when you've got dough. Otherwise it's Axe FX.
Yeah.
Travelling around with a little box for things. Now, speaking of travelling, you do quite a bit of playing with folks.
I do.
You are currently with, correct me if I'm wrong, Renee Geyer, is that?
Yes. It's I tell you what, she's nearly 70, I think, and she's singing her ass off.
Wow.
And I mean, she was a great singer back then.
Yeah.
As you probably remember those albums.
Yes.
But even now, she's just got... I was blown away with how much power she's got in her voice.
Wow.
And, at that age too, it just blew my mind.
Wow.
And they're great songs, everything I learnt for the gigs was out the window because it was just watch her, follow her, she'll stop you mid solo, it's probably the most spontaneous gig I've ever done.
Wow.
Yeah.
I had a gentleman in here who will go nameless. His initials are Gil Matthews.
Gil?
And, yes.
I love Gil.
And he saw you on our Fame exploitation poster if you come into the shop. Yeah. And he's like, oh, Aaron, I know Aaron. And I said, yeah, I think he's doing the Renee Geyer gig at the moment. And he went, is he?
Yeah.
And I'm not sure what that meant.
Yeah, I mean, there's stories about the Renee gig, but I can't say anything bad because she's been great.
Yeah.
She's actually really lovely.
Yeah.
She just wants you to get up there and have a good time.
Yeah.
Watch her and just have a good time.
Yeah. Such a great singer.
Yeah.
I love her voice. One of the greats.
It's as I said, she blew my mind. Absolutely blew my mind.
Where are you doing an Australia-wide tour with her?
I haven't got anything booked in at the moment with her or coming up. So you just wait for the call and whatever happens, happens.
Go with it. And are you using that spectacular-looking Gibson there? Would you be so kind as to grab that? I'm going to ask you about this one. Where the hell would you get something so fantastic?
Well, I'll tell you a story. I popped into the Guitar Colonel and
lovely guy.
Lovely guy, yes. And I said, I'm here to look at what ESs you've got, and saw this beast on the wall.
Incredible.
Played it for, I think I played 2 notes, and I go,
sold.
I'll be back tomorrow. So I came back and bought it.
I shouldn't have let it go.
Yeah. I mean, it's, as I said to you before,
345.
Yeah.
Beautiful stereo machine.
You know,
in walnut. You know what?
Walnut.
I'm going to get the second camera.
Ooh.
Camera B, which normally doesn't work, but
Where's that? Oh, there it is.
Let's have a look at this
hold
beauty. Whoa, that is a walnut 345, folks.
5-way switch.
Got the variation switch.
Yeah.
Veritone. I'm trying to get it in the light properly, but there we go. That's a bit better. Got that.
Stereo.
Stereo output.
Yep.
There you are, folks.
Which I haven't used, to be brutally honest.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people do.
I just can't be bothered carrying 2 amps.
I saw someone who had a plug made up for that. It was like
really?
2 into 1, but I still sort of think, how does that work?
Yeah.
It's got the stereo label there. Fantastic. Would you be able to play anything at all on that? Young Aaron got you running into the little Morgan.
Yes, good amp. So we were discussing before about the switches.
Yes.
I tend to stick to that.
So we'll go position number...
Position 1.
Position 1.
Just...
for live.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's just got a fatter sound, I reckon. But
that's the bridge.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice. And this is it's both pickups. Ooh, and the neck. Man, you have some classic blues licks. It's very tasty.
Yeah, I mean, you listen to Clapton. For me, is like, he goes that.
Yes, yeah.
It's like, and the first time I heard it was the Blues Breakers album.
Oh, I love that record.
Like,
that's very cool. It's one of the great records.
Yeah.
That's a lovely sounding guitar. That's superb.
Good score, wasn't it?
It almost has a telly type sound there.
It does, yeah.
I think that good Gibsons always sound a bit like a telly.
Yeah. It's just you can work with it,
Yeah.
All that blues stuff for me is like just heaven.
Money in the bank.
Yeah, like that Robert
fantastic.
Johnson stuff, that.
Oh yeah, great.
All that sort of stuff is just.
You just work that out by ear. G'day.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny when you hear. There's always those because I got the record player.
Yep.
And I always put the same albums on.
Right. It's over and over
Same
again.
songs,
Yeah.
same album.
That's the way to do it.
If I hear something new, I'll go, and then that's on repeat too.
Yeah.
Like the one I've worn out lately is that Hail Hail Rock and Roll.
Oh, the
Chuck Berry film
with Keith Richards.
Yeah. Robert Cray.
Yeah.
Linda Ronstadt,
Yeah.
Clapton. And you just hear it and you go, good songs, good sound.
Yeah.
Great players.
Classic.
I
love Keith's story about Chuck Berry.
Yeah.
He's like, we get on stage, he tries to change the key, and man.
That's right, yeah.
That's killer.
Actually, Wayne Duncan and Gary Young from Daddy Cool were backing Chuck Berry here.
Oh, right.
In the early 70s.
Wow.
And I remember Wayne, because I recorded one of the tunes with Wayne on bass, and he showed me some stuff that Wayne had signed by Chuck, and the photo with Chuck, and that. It was like,
that's
pretty
awesome.
Cool. Yeah.
Wow. Did he have his suitcase with him?
He did tell me about that. He said it is so true.
Wow.
Won't play till that is full.
Crazy guy. Long life as well. Great life. Especially for a musician.
Yeah. And his last album, he released it when he was like 84 or something, wasn't it? 83 or something like that.
Incredible. Yeah, he's really, he's the guy that went from, he really introduced rock and roll in the 50s, I think.
Yeah, and that's what...
More so than
that's right, and that's
Elvis
what hooked me on that that early blues stuff and then rock and roll. Because I've got a rock and roll band, we do 50s stuff, like Chuck Berry, Little Richard, all that sort of stuff.
That's cool.
And it's just the transition from one dude playing the fucking guitar. Oh, can I say?
Yeah. Well, I change it.
Is that on?
I change it to ducking. For the kids that watch.
Sorry, kids.
Because if you're at school and you don't like your teacher, and you say, F you, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
But if you say duck you,
you can get away with it.
You can get away with it. There's no problem.
Good luck with that. Anyway, so it's just like the transition of that blues stuff and that rock and roll thing is, it makes sense to me.
Yes.
And it doesn't make sense to a lot of people, I don't think.
Do you listen to the Clapton sort of Robert Johnson? He had a Robert Johnson record.
I've got that. I've got that album. Yeah.
I always, when people ask for a blues lesson, I always go to that record because when I listen to the old Robert Johnson recordings, they're so like kind of lousy. I mean, they have a style to it, which is very old technology, and they're loose, and I find it very difficult to work out what's going on, and it's a little bit out of tune. But Clapton, is great for that, sort of cleaned it up. Beautiful. So that's the bridge humbucker, and you've got the Veritone switch on one. And then so that's basically where you leave it when you
pretty
play
much.
live.
Yeah, I mean I do toss between the pickups, but like especially when you do blues gigs, you just set it and leave.
Yeah, and go. Yeah. Do you adjust the volume? A little bit when you play and.
Sometimes if I won't hit the boost, I'll have the boost on.
Yeah. And
just pull back the tone because that's how I used to play. Yeah. As I said before, I never had pedal boards. I just went by guitar volume.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean,
what are you running into? I saw you were using a Marshall in one gig.
I used to use Marshalls, but I use a Fender hot rod.
Okay. Yeah.
Which
nice.
I mean, a Gibson through a Fender amp is.
Yes. I highly recommend it.
Yeah.
If you haven't done it.
Have you got Fender amps here?
I do. I have a DeVille there, which I use.
So if you need a Fender DeVille, come and see the Colonel.
Come and see it.
Is that for sale?
No.
Oh, okay. Don't come in then.
You can come and
still
see
come
me.
in, yeah.
You can play it, but don't touch it. I did have. I've got a blues deluxe out there at the moment.
Oh, have you?
And we had a hot rod. We had a DeVille a couple of months back, and we sold it. So we get Fenders in and out, but
it's either those two. I struggled with the Fender Twin.
Right.
And actually, a lot of people had struggled with that.
I am one of those people.
Yeah.
I have a Twin here. I have an original 70, and it's a great sounding amp. But I don't know. There's too much. It's too much top end or something.
I think so. Yeah. That's what I thought because I used it at the once at the Birds Base. It was a house-to-house amp.
Right.
And it was just
tear your head off.
It was like pushing shit uphill.
Pushing icy shit uphill.
Icy shit uphill.
I like the DeVilles. I like the hot rods. There's just something, they've got a nice headroom.
Yeah.
And they're warm.
Yep.
And you can run your pedals in and it's like, oh, great, So.
And they sound good straight in.
Absolutely.
But yeah, that Twin.
Too much. Speaking of pedals,
I couldn't do it.
I'm going to switch to camera B again. Let's have a look at the Schembri pedal board. You've got a wacky one here as well. So let's go through it. You've got a tuner, so that's cool, and you've got a Vox wah.
Yeah.
You have a red-looking thing.
That's a tube screamer.
Right.
I was telling you before, a chap out in Reservoir, his name's Tino. He builds pedals, services amps, tweaks amps.
Be careful with your headstock on the Gibson there, between the couches.
Yeah. Rip the couch apart.
Yes. Oh, I don't care about the
couch.
No. You can do whatever you want to the couch.
So, yeah, he... I said, I want to... Because I was using a lot of the house amps, and I didn't have a pedal board. I had these pedals, but I wanted something that was going to give me a cross between, Chuck Berry and probably the heaviest Eric Clapton sort of sound.
Yes.
And every part in it is quite vintage. So
I like the way you've got that set. You've got the drive just up a bit and the volume all the way up. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
I think, I could be wrong, but I think that's the way Stevie Ray Vaughan used to use his.
Oh, does he?
He'd turn the volume all the way up to push the amp. A little bit of drive.
Oh, okay.
I could be wrong though. I think I'm right. And you have a Katana Keeley.
Yeah.
Katana.
Boost pedal.
That's a boost. Now you've got a Mua.
Yeah.
Nice one.
I'll tell you a story about that.
The octave clone.
Ross Hannaford was the master of the octave and the loop, as you know, the loop pedal. And when I was gigging on and off with him, he lent it to me.
Yes.
Sadly, he passed away.
Yes.
So I still had it. I was like, I don't want to sell it. You know, sentimental reasons. So I chucked it in the board. I have no idea how to use it, and every time I use it, it sounds pox. So it's there just in case I find out how to work it out.
Yeah.
But
it's got the spirit with it.
Yeah, yeah.
And
it'll come in handy someday.
You got a tremolo? Do you use the tremolo much?
I do, yeah.
Okay. Can you just click that? Can we have a listen to that?
It's actually
that lovely guitar.
Not a bad.
That's very nice.
The first time I heard a tremolo pedal was Creedence, Born on the Bayou.
Oh, I love that.
That's like...
That's killer.
Oh, I'm going to get one of those pedals.
Do you know how to play that tune?
What key is it in?
Oh, that's it, yeah. That's it,
yeah. Yeah, that's
it. That's sweet, man.
And
cool. And
Fogerty.
Can I hear? I love John Fogerty.
Yeah,
I absolutely love it. It's sad what happened to him in the music industry.
Yeah,
because he sort of got ripped off for a lot of money for many years, and now I think he's got the rights back.
Now he does, yeah. But fancy getting sued for your own songs.
I know, terrible. Sorry, John. Come on the couch and we can talk about it here.
Aaron, coffee.
What coffee do you drink? How is your coffee today, Aaron?
Where did you get it from? What was the place called?
It's from Miss Noble Cafe here in South Melbourne.
Miss Noble, good
Go
job.
see Sarah. She's excellent. Can I hear the neck pat on your beautiful guitar?
What did the neck pick
up? Oh, the neck. Yeah. Let's hear the neck.
Give me that.
Ooh.
Put that on.
Nice.
Yeah, it's got a. You just play it and
it's beautiful. That is a beautiful.
It makes me sound okay. Well, it's a good guitar.
I don't think you need much help, Aaron. Panda's here. She agrees.
Yeah.
She's leapt to attention when she hears the guitar. Now, Aaron, you've got an album coming out.
I do.
Let me read a list of people who are on the album. Are you ready for this?
Well, yeah, I think so.
Hold your almond latte tight, Aaron. Let's go through it. Ross Wilson.
Yes, the man. The boss.
Mike Rudd from Spectrum.
Yep.
Normie Rowe.
Who plays with Gil. Gil is actually Normie's guitar player.
Oh, okay.
But Gil Matthews is one of
drummer.
Australia's greatest drummers
Yeah,
for Thorpe.
I know. I had no idea who he was when he
That's
came
why
in.
he probably was here. He's probably going to buy everything. If Gil's watching this, you'll be in soon to buy everything.
Do you know the story of his 54 Strat? Yeah. Have you heard this story?
Yes.
I've mentioned it on the show before. Apparently, one of Buddy Holly's missing Strats is here in Australia with Gil Matthews. But I think there's some YouTubey doco thing coming out on it.
I remember somebody saying that. Yeah,
I saw Josh Owen doing something, and Brett Kingman was doing something with it. But stay tuned. I think it's going to come out. Phil Manning.
Phil, yeah, love Phil.
He's pretty good on guitar. Kevin Borich, Australia's own Kevin Borich. No, he's from New Zealand.
Yes, that's right.
Russell Morris.
Yeah.
You've done some stuff with Russell before.
I have, yeah. There was a TV show called Rockdown.
Yes.
And it was out. They filmed it out in Fawkner.
Yeah.
And Russell was the guest.
Oh.
So Wendy Stapleton was the host.
Oh right, wow, yeah.
And her husband Paul Norton. You remember The Runners and Stuck on You? There was a hit.
Right, yeah, right. Is that him?
And Russell had just released the first blues album, Sharkmouth.
Yes.
Sharkmouth.
Yeah.
And
got very good reception.
Yeah, that took him to a new level. That one. And Wendy wanted him to play a couple of tunes, and I was just there watching because 10 minutes from home, and love Russell Morris.
Yeah.
And she goes, "Oh, you'll have to do a couple more songs." He goes, "I can't. I've got no guitar player."
Oh.
And she goes, "Just wait right there." So she came and got me.
Know someone.
Yeah, it's like,
might do it.
Here's the deep end of the water.
Oh.
Jump in and swim.
God. You got to do it.
Yeah, and I
were you nervous?
I was a bit because I'm not. It was a blues song, so you sort of could have an idea of what was going to happen.
Yeah.
But I was more nervous the fact that it was being filmed and.
Yes. Yeah.
I hadn't met Russell before. I think I met him once before.
I have to dig that up.
It's on
YouTube.
YouTube, I think. Yeah.
That's awesome. I love Russell. Colleen Hewitt.
Yeah.
Wow.
So Russell and Colleen did a duet.
Right.
All the songs on there are originals that I'd written, but there's a song there that Russ and Colleen are doing, and I picked an old Robert Johnson song, and I thought, oh, beauty, I'll get, because I did the Go show and Colleen was on it.
Yeah.
Got talking with Colleen, and I said, oh, I want to get you on something, but I don't know what. And I'd been talking for the last couple of years, Russell, we want to do this Robert Johnson thing. And I go, oh, perfect, because Colleen's voice is fantastic now still. Yeah,
great singer.
And they did a duet, they harmonised with each other, and we literally went in, recorded it live. Wow. I was on acoustic, those two sang, and I just overdubbed some lap steel on it. Right. And it was just like, the songs come on in my kitchen.
Oh yeah,
it's an old,
classic.
Yeah, and it just came up great.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Even Russ and Colleen were rats.
Mark Gable from the choir. Is he the singer?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh right. Okay. Yeah. How'd you get onto him?
He's one funny dude. I actually I was doing a gig with Dean Ray. He was on the X Factor.
Yeah. He's been in.
He's been in. Yeah.
He has. Hello, Mr. Ray.
Yeah, good buddy of mine. I haven't seen him for a while. And we did a gig up at the Winton Raceway. So it was like, he was on the bill, Thirsty Merc, and then the Choir Boys.
Yeah.
And I've been in contact with Brett Williams, the guitar player, and it was like the first time I got to see the Choir Boys as a band. And, we all just hit it off, and I mentioned the album, and because this has been 4 years in the making, this album.
Yes.
And I think they say good things take time.
Yes.
Not too much time.
Like a vintage wine.
Yeah. And so I got him in, and I got to play with the Choir Boys a couple of times, which was really cool. Yeah,
that's amazing.
Yeah, so I was
pretty
stoked.
Unknown guitar player Anthony Lance. I'd never even heard of him. Wow,
I know that guy. He's a good bloke.
He's great. I love him. So talented. Now, Aaron, how?
Oh, just picking my nose.
Oh yeah. What can we do? I like that. Let me have a
pick.
How did you get started? Because I read these things like Aaron Schembri joined Cold Chisel when he was 8 and stuff like this, and You started very young though. You were
did.
out gigging as a teenager.
I learned piano when I was 9.
Yeah.
Then I got to high school and I thought, get rid of the piano because you ain't gonna pick up girls with piano
unless you play smoky jazz.
Yeah.
And then
but
still.
I couldn't.
Oh, yeah.
So I picked up the guitar, learned the guitar, and 15 years old, I'm playing in my first pub band.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was doing Collingwood, Brunswick, Fitzroy once a month.
And how long had you been playing before that?
3 years.
Oh, okay, right.
Under 3 years.
That's great.
Yeah, I mean.
Were these buddies from school, the neighbourhood, or?
See, that's the thing. I was playing with guys that were 40, mid-40s.
What?
Yeah.
So how'd you do it? You just walked up and...
No, just through a friend of my dad's.
Right.
He was a guitar player and we went and seen him, and 15-year-olds, you can't really go into a pub.
Yeah.
But my dad always took me, drove me to the gigs,
Yeah.
Help with the amps. I was using a Marshall, so
Yeah. You need a roadie
there because I would have survived.
My roadies, my
yeah.
dad.
So yeah, I was once or twice a month I was getting paid and gigging.
That's great. That's incredible.
So it was like all the other kids were getting jobs at KFC or Macca's or some Coles, and I was once a month
making money doing that. How did you get some lessons?
I had lessons, when I first started out, but when I sort of started with the band, that band, I was listening to things and just trying to learn it myself, which I think is the best because it develops your ear.
Yes.
If you can't hear something that you're playing is wrong.
Yeah, that's a problem.
You've got something
problem one
not happening for you.
Yeah.
Which is
a lot of people have that problem.
Yeah,
they do.
Yeah. So I just went along and did it. I enjoyed it. That was the main thing, and I had support from my folks. And I don't see myself as an accountant or anything like that.
No, did it. And how did you? So you've gone from playing pub bands in Collingwood, and the next minute now someone told me you were jumping up at the Melbourne Blues Association.
Yeah.
I
I first popped into the MBAS down at, they used to have it at South Melbourne, I think, wasn't it? Or North?
North Melbourne.
North Melbourne, yeah.
Melbourne. Yeah.
The Standard Hotel, I think it was. And I just got out of that covers band and I was wanting something different. I loved blues, but I wanted to play blues. Then I just started hanging out there and meeting all these people, playing with different people. So I was, and I still go in and pop in and say good day to everybody. So it's a great organisation, especially for the young kids too. I remember the first time I saw they had a Youth in Blues thing.
Right.
There's like 10-year-olds, 11-year-olds playing blues.
Wow, that's great.
I was just amazed.
I think that those guys have been in before, but I think my lovely wife Lily, was working here that day, and so I missed them.
Who was that?
The MBAS guys who run it.
Yeah, John. Probably
I think
John,
so.
yeah.
I haven't met them, but they came in and said hello.
Yeah, great.
But
good people.
Come in
great
again.
People.
So who was the first? What was the first sort of name act you landed as a guitar player? And you sort of thought, okay, this is a good gig.
Yeah, I mean, I think I was the tail end of 17 and I met Ross Hannaford.
Wow.
And that was
amazing.
I knew who Daddy Cool were.
Yeah.
I'd heard it that many times at home growing up because of my parents.
Yes.
Or my dad. And I just remember seeing him. He was this huge dude.
Yeah, he's tall. Yeah, he's super tall.
And I'm just watching him going, effortlessly playing guitar. And you just listen to the things that he played and it was like, how do you learn that? And I wanted to learn that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we hit it off and ended up doing gigs together, and it's just like, it was like work experience.
Yeah.
You can't, and it's so true, you can't buy experience, but when you're hanging around that sort of experience, you've got to try and keep up.
Was that in his Diana Kiss band?
No. He we did a heap of duo gigs, the two of us.
Great.
So there were duo gigs, there were a couple of band gigs, but yeah, it was just like any time I could spend with Ross Hannaford, jump on it.
That's amazing. When
Didn't
I
matter what I had
first
on.
moved to Melbourne,
I remember you telling me this.
yeah, I literally I think I arrived on a Monday, and a buddy of mine said, we're going out straight away. And I said, where are we going? Don't worry, So we go to the Espy, it's Monday night, it's Diana Kiss, it's Ross Hannaford. I'm like, I know this guy, this is amazing. I love Melbourne, so it was great. Really fantastic, like just had his own thing going. And
just owned it, I haven't seen anybody since own a guitar.
No, not like that.
There was one thing that stuck in my head, he goes, it's what you don't play. And you hear that now
you hear it
with
a lot.
blues guys.
Yeah.
But when he said it, because I was only just turned 18, whatever, and it's like, as a young bloke, you think the faster the better.
Yeah.
The more the better.
Cram as much in as you can.
Wrong.
Yeah.
So wrong. Then you watch somebody like that and you go, shit, I've got to start again.
Yeah. No, a bit of a loss.
Yeah,
he was a very nice person. And you bounced so you made some contacts through Ross?
After that, I think I was working on and off with Dave Evans, who was AC/DC.
Yeah, the original guy. Yeah.
And it was a strange gig, that one. I'm not bagging him, but it's just a bit, Egos.
I've heard interesting reports about.
Yeah, egos come in and out, as I've learned.
Yes.
But hey, if you're playing AC/DC songs, great.
Yeah. So no, I heard a wacky story. I don't even know if I should tell it. Really? What the hell? No one's going to watch this. No, it was a friend of mine who works in radio, and had a backyard barbecue, and they knew Dave, and he played the backyard barbecue, and I'll leave it at that. There was some tantrum stuff going on.
Yeah,
I believe that at the backyard barbecue.
I believe that.
Yeah, and stormed out.
Gigs, as I said though, the gigs were good fun.
Yeah,
but
you got to do that.
Before and after, different story.
I do that at every backyard barbecue. I just tip the barbecue over and right. What is next in the Aaron Schembri story? I got it right again. You got some gigs coming up?
Yeah, I'm lucky because I'm always got something on. Next Tuesday, I have a gig with Wendy Stapleton and Paul Norton at the Grandview in Fairfield.
Okay.
And Wendy and Paul, they were another bunch of guys, well, one guy and one girl, that I started working with at a young age and still work with them now.
That's great.
So they're like the musical mum and dad for me.
Do you do any gigs with Wendy? I saw she plays in South Melbourne occasionally.
Yeah, we did one last week at Ascot Vale. She normally has Michael Cristiano or Jerry Hale.
Okay.
Violin.
Familiar names.
So whenever paths cross, it's always fun.
Excellent.
I got a lot of respect for those two.
Yeah, she's a great singer. I just happened to be walking home one day down Clarendon Street, and she was playing at a pub up here. Might be
the Rising Sun.
Not the Rising Sun. It was,
Emerald.
I think, the Emerald.
Yeah,
it was
right. Yeah.
Jam-packed.
Yeah.
Jam-packed. So there you go. Still doing it. Well, when does your album come out?
Everything's in the mastering process.
Yeah.
So it's just toing and froing for the minute. But I think in the next couple of months.
That's cool, man. That's an awesome achievement.
It is. Well, I mean, not it is, but it's it's surreal.
Is. Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
Incredible.
I think my dad's more wrapped than I am, because obviously those guys are his era.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm wrapped as it is, but it's I got to pinch myself sometimes.
That's amazing. Yeah, it's an amazing list. That's really.
We forgot
impressive.
Swanee. Swanee's on there too.
John
Swanee,
cool. I love Swanee.
He's great.
He came when the very first, I think about 15 years ago, I was sort of doing this thing in my back bedroom, and while I had a normal job, and he came and bought something from me, like a Zoom.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, device.
Oh, wow.
Came out to Elwood. I was living in Elwood, and came into the house. A lovely guy, and when he left, I said to Lily, "That was Swanee." And she's like, "Who?" I'm like, "John Swan," and what's that big? He had a huge hit in the 70s.
Carpenter.
No.
Lady, what's your name?
Lady, what's your name? And I sang a really bad version of Lady, what's your name? She goes, oh my God, is that the guy who sang Lady, what's your name? Yes,
the best one I get is when I gig with him and I say I'm playing with Swanee. They go, who? Dane Swan. From Collingwood. It's like, nah.
Dane Swan's a very familiar figure in these parts. Hangs with the tattoo shop boys occasionally.
Just up the road.
Yes. I think he had a pub around the corner that burnt to the ground.
I remember hearing that.
See him about. Well, look, a customary handshake. Wow! Thank you so much for spending so much time here. We're always wrapped.
Love this place.
Oh, thank you, Aaron.
If you need a guitar, come and see the Colonel.
If you'd like to buy a beautiful 345, I mean...
don't come here.
If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe. It's free. We need your support. And Aaron Schembri, thank you so much. Ciao, folks.